Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. What's up guys, my name is Didi Setanitaya. Today I want to tell you about my vacation to this country, Finland. Well, when I finally arrived at Helsinki Vantaa Airport after 21-hour flight from Indonesia to Finland, I'm looking for a taxi. For take me to the hotel that I already booked. If you want to know the name of the hotel is the Paranam Hostel Vantaa Airport. Well, it's not really far from the airport because only take 7 minutes. And you know what? The hotel is not really good enough, but I'm okay with that because it's not really expensive though. Only took 1 billion rupiah. And enough for the hotel, let's start our journey. After rest, I continued my trip to this place, Cathedral Helsinki. It's only 25 minutes from my hotel. And you know what? Cathedral Helsinki is the most beautiful architecture in Finland, with a tall green dome and a 4 neoclassical dome. And by the way, Cathedral Helsinki is the one of the famous religious tourism object in Finland, so you must to go this place if you go to the Finland. And my next destination is Suomenlinna. Suomenlinna is only accessible by water, so you need to take a ferry to go to that place. And the ferry service run from a square market or Kaupatori, and the trip take 10 minutes from Kaupatori to Suomenlinna. And you know what? As the first time visitor, we learn great deal story of that region, and the view was really excellent. And by the way, I took a picture with my friend. After back from Suomenlinna, we go to the square market or Kaupatori. There were a stall selling such local thing like a food, clothes, souvenir, and a lot of things. And that was the end of our trip on that day. So on the next day, we go to the Santa Claus Village at Rovaniemi. Well, it's kind of hard to reach Rovaniemi because we can use a taxi. So we took a flight from Helsinki to Rovaniemi, and it takes 2-hour flight. You know what? Santa Claus Village was also really great, with a stunning spot around Rovaniemi. If you really love Santa Claus thing, I think you should to go this place. I really recommend it. And my next trip we go to the Articum. Articum was a very good museum with a very attractive building complete with a stunning glass gallery. And there was a lot of info about Arctic life and natural life, and stuff about history of Rovaniemi. And our last trip at Rovaniemi, we go to the Ounasparski Oi. It's not really far from the museum. It's only take 10 minutes, but we need to hike up around 3 to 5 hours. If it was a clear day, there were, we can see the sunset, sunrise, and the city light at the evening. By the way, we got the chance to see, the sunrise, and it was a real spectacle. At the night, we took train for, back to Helsinki from Rovaniemi, and there was a really long trip. There was take like 8 hours, and we just sleep at the train. And the next day, we just resting because at the afternoon we need to go back to Indonesia. And it was the end of my trip to Finlandia. And I really recommend you all to visiting Finland because this country is really beautiful, especially if it was on the winter. The snow is really beautiful. And it's kind of not to you all. Maybe this trip is kind of expensive, and you must ready to take a flight and a ferry. And well, that's all. By the way, I want to tell you a little culture of people of Finland. There was a little weird because there is a specific cupboard above the sink, and it's called Astian Kuivauskapi in Finland language, and I don't know how to say it, but maybe you can see it at the end. And it was kind of weird, but it's genius too. Okay, that was the end of my video. Thank you. Bye bye.
Hello guys, let me tell you about my holidays. I holidays to Switzerland, and I start my trip from Soekarno-Hatta Airport at 10:50 am. It's about 17 hours to Geneva Airport, and I arrive at 11:10 am. Oh, I mean PM. Sorry. So I look for a taxi to the hotel I had booked before. The hotel's name is Ibis Geneva Centerlake. This is the picture of my hotels. The hotels is near from the airport, only 9 kilometers by taxi. Next day, I start my trip to Musée d'Art at the history. This is the picture. An encyclopedic museum of art, weapons, and decorative art. The ticket to enter the museum is free. It's near from my hotels. It's only 5 minutes from my hotels by rent car. Next, 9 minutes from the museum, I went to Jatiau. Its fountain is the symbol of Geneva. Next, the last trip of the day, I went to the place Dubourg, the 4. This is the picture. It's the shopping centers, and it's only 5 minutes from the Jatiau. I had shopped many things in there. After that, I come back to the hotel for take a rest. Next day, I continue my trip to the city Bern, capital of Switzerland. I went to city Bern by train. It's 2 hours away from Geneva. I walk to area Bandes house. This is the picture, Bandes house, or the House of Parliament, to Old Thought von Bern. I don't know for read the place, or you can say the old city of Bern. Classical aura is still very much alive in there. Judging by the way the local dress and behavior. And then I walk around the old town of Bern. I passed by to look at Zip to look. I don't know where this place. This is the place. Or the famous medieval clock tower, the icon of Bern. After I walk around the city Bern all day, I decide to come back to the hotels for take a rest again, because tomorrow I must to go back to Indonesia. Last day in the Switzerland, I packed my bag to go back to Indonesia. Before I close the videos, I want to tell you about the culture in the Switzerland. Okay, Switzerland is the disciplined countries. People in there are on time, even the train is never late. Very different in Indonesia. Okay, thank you for watching. See you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I want story about my vacation in Srinagar, India. I go to Srinagar, India 1 year ago. I go there by plane from International Airport Sukarno-Hatta to New Delhi, around 14 hours 30 minutes. That flight was very long flight, and after I arrived to Delhi airport, I must take another flight again from there to Srinagar airport. That around 1 hour 20 minutes. After I arrived in Srinagar airport, I take some taxi. The taxi that bring me to the hotel, named Swiss Hotel. I show the hotel from exterior. That is very good view, And after that, I check in the hotel. And the hotel take every night 650,000. And after that, I take rest there. The first day, I go to flower garden near to the hotel in the morning. I saw there much flower with much color, very beautiful view. And I am also go to Pahalgam in the afternoon, about 88 kilometers from the hotel. I saw the beautiful mountains with clear river water there. Very beautiful view there. After that, I returned to the hotel. The second and the third day, I go to Kuprawa in Sonamart, about 92.5 kilometers from the hotel, and I spent the night there. The expanse of the green grass in Sonamart and Kuprawa is amazing. Everywhere I see found green grass there. Very beautiful view and amazing. And after that, I continue go to the Leh. It's 339.8 kilometers from Sonamart. There, the mountains and the desert view are very beautiful. I am also take some picture there. The next day, I try some the culinary in Srinagar, same like Madur Pulao, Rogan Josh, Abastaga, and much again. I am also look the habit of the people Srinagar. The people there like to wear bright color clothes, and I try that. I think not bad. That is very good. And I am also bought some handicraft there because the handicraft there very unique and beautiful. And on the last day, I spent time in the hotel to arrange up the item, all my item, because I buy much thing there. I must arrange everything to bring back to Indonesia. And spending a vacation in India, Srinagar is very happy, and I think I will go back to there again because I really like that place. Okay, enough for me. Sorry for my mistake in my speaking. The last, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's me, Sani Sulistiani, and today I would like to tell about my holiday in Sweden, mostly in Stockholm. And of course, I'm not going alone, but I went with my lovely friend, Tamira. We decided to explore the city of Stockholm without the guide tour, and we depart from Soekarno-Hatta Airport and flight schedule at 7 o'clock with Garuda Airlines, and we will transit in Bangkok, Thailand for 1 hour and then continue the journey go to Sweden. And when we got in Sweden, we stay in Novo Hotel with the price 1,700,000 rupiah. On the next day, we're ready to going explore city of Stockholm, helping by trains and also Google Maps. The first place we visit is Gamla Stan. It's the old town and one of famous attraction in Stockholm. And also we visit Royal Place, Stortorget, and etc. in there. Then we visit Vasa Museum, and don't forget we visit Kungsta Garden to see a cherry blossom was beautiful and really enjoys to spend our time in there. The reason why I choose Sweden as a vacation is because the Stockholm has been clean city in Europe, and since the 90s is cut 25% carbon emissions and was really good. And some of unique or the culture from this country is that all transaction by self-service, cashless society, and structure system, and freedom to explore the nature. And I think that's it. We really enjoy spend time in there. Thank you very much.
Hello guys, my name is Angelina Septiani. In this video, I am going to tell you about my 4-day vacation experience in Denmark. I went on vacation with family on January 23 and returned home on January 26. Stay tuned guys! Okay guys, the first day I went to Christianborg place, where it was in Denmark, Copenhagen. This area is a building complex which is the center of power the Kingdom of Denmark. There is the King's Palace, the Prime Minister Office, the Parliament Building, and the Supreme Court. There is also an open field for various events or ceremony. This area is open to the public, but to enter the building, of course, it is restricted. After walking around Christianborg, my family and I went to the next place, Amalienborg. It takes about 30 minutes to go there and can use the train or bus. Amalienborg is the official residence of the Danish royal family. This place consists of 4 magnificent buildings arranged octagonally. In the middle, there is a statue of the equestrian King Frederick V. Well, this is a photo of my second day at the National Museum of Denmark. I went there by train for almost 1 hour. In this museum, there are exhibits from all over the world. I myself was very amazed to see it. And this is one of my photos while in the museum. Isn't it good? Next, this is a photo of my 3-day holiday at Tivoli Gardens. Located not too far from the city center. Only takes 15 minutes on foot. Tivoli Gardens is the most famous playground in Denmark. I was happy to get into Tivoli Gardens and play various King of rides there. After playing in Tivoli Gardens, me and the family went to the next place, namely the Copenhagen Opera House, a wonderful and beautiful opera house at a great location. Lovely interior of the foyer with open all the way to the terrace internal balcons. The audience hall and the stage are very delicately made. It also has a very good audio reproduction. A nice place to be. This is a picture at the Copenhagen Opera House. And this is my last day of vacation in Denmark. Before returning to Indonesia, my family and I took the time to come to a very popular tourist attraction in Denmark, namely Christiania, Denmark, and Nijhaven. And this is a picture of me in Christiania, Denmark. This place is very comfortable for those of us who wants to just walk in the park and feel the coolness of this park. And lastly is Nijhaven. This place is a most very for those of you who want to vacation in Denmark, because the place is very nice. Many rows of colorful houses. You can also enjoy the scenery along the canal by riding ships that are returned to tourists. Oh yes, I also want to tell you about the tradition that exists in Denmark, namely breaking dishes to relative house on New Year's Eve. They believe that the more plates that break and pile up at the door, it is a sign that more lunch will be had. Okay guys, finish. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Alma Rahmatiana. I'm from the 2nd semester of English major. Here, I will tell you a little about the country where I have lived and studied for 1 year in Taiwan country. And I want to introduce myself a little using Mandarin. 我要自我介绍，我的名字叫 Alma Rahmatiana， 我的中文名字是马荣曼，我的身高152公分， 我的弟兄，留18广进，我的信仰社会教，我的协理高中毕业。Next, I left on September 12, 2018 using China Airlines for 5 hours and landed at Taoyuan Airport in Taiwan. This is the picture. Arriving in Taiwan, I went to my residence in a dormitory at Sofu University by paying around 8 million for 5 months. Here are some pictures of me at Taiwan Sofu University. 1 week later, it's summer in Taiwan. This is a picture of him. I went on a trip to the nearest area of Sofu University, which is a Chongye Park, which is usually Indonesian and many Taiwanese people who are enjoying the fresh air. After that, I went to Kaohsiung, especially at the historic sugar factory in Kaohsiung with my lecturer and my friends. After a few days, I visited Taiwan's very famous destination, Taipei Yiling. Then, I visited Alishan Mountain, especially in Chiayi. And after a few months later, I went to the high hills of Chiayi. Okay, and the last thing I know about Taiwanese culture and Mandarin language, I gave a little example of learning to count Mandarin. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 4. And then, one of Taiwanese culture is Cap Gome. Cap Gome symbolized the 15 days and final days of the Chinese New Year celebration for the Chinese community throughout the world. This term comes from the Hokkien dialects and literally means the 15 days of the first month. Chap, 10, go, 5, May, night. This means the Lunar New Year's celebration period lasts for 15 days. Thank you so far. I can explain it, and there are many others that I cannot explain. Less and more, sorry. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.